What you remember that from? Because I remember I got that to you like 2 months ago. Psalms 51.
All praise to the Lord.
All glory to the Most High God, His Son, Jesus Christ, our leadership, bishops, deacons, captains, officers, soldiers, and all the brothers and sisters and the children. It's going to be a good class today, y'all. Mom dropped me off, but Pops picked me up from hell. All y'all know I like to interact with everybody, so I'm definitely going to do that. But before I do that, you got something to say, Officer Dothan?
Just let me get my chair right. These brothers keep telling me to scoot over. Is that it?
IT team.
Okay.
Great team, great team. They keep me in the spirit, all praises. Hey, one of you brothers, hell. What does hell mean? What does hell mean? Don't give me the scripture. I want to see what does America say hell means? Somebody get a mic. I want to see what y'all think. I know y'all done seen the movie Tales from the Hood. What's the one we used to watch back in the day with the red dude that had the big black horns? It was back in like the early 90s or 80s.
Which one?
It's a movie. I'm going to find it. But tell me, what does hell mean to you? I'm going to find it.
Well, the world, they describe it as a place of fire and brimstone where Satan, the devil, is supposed to dwell. That's what they say. But hell, as we know, is different conditions. Scripture says it's the ground, the grave, also a certain level of like the conditions that you're in. Yeah, that's all I can think of right here.
All right, so you're saying America teaches us basically Greek mythology.
Basically, yes, sir.
Little man in the ground with a pitchfork.
Yeah, the red dude.
Red dude. He red-eyed. He's red-eyed. So yeah, the title is, again, Moms Dropped Me Off, but Pops Picked Me Up from Hell. So we're going to see the dynamics that's going on here.
Hey, the name of the movie, Darkness Legend. You remember that movie?
I don't remember that.
Hey, type that in real quick. Y'all know, I know we got something that we wanted to play, but hey, play that real quick. Just a real quick, I want y'all to see this. This is what we grew up on. This is what they used to tell us.
Strong face?
Yeah, he was real strong.
I do remember. Okay. I didn't know that
Darkness,
was the name of
I think it's called Darkness Legend. Yeah. Trailer. Yeah, Tom Cruise in it. That one. Let me see. Just type in Darkness Legend trailer. Let me see, bring that up. What they say, transition. Yeah, pull that up real quick. Tell me if y'all remember this guy?
Yeah.
This is what they used to tell us back in the day. This is what the devil was. Now, they was correct that he read. We all understand that. We definitely understand that. But give me Nahum 3 and 1 real quick. I want to show y'all something. Like I said, we about to go in. Sisters, I love y'all. But y'all got to get yourself together because y'all don't understand the man y'all dealing with. And y'all going to find out today what exactly type of man you dealing with. Read that real quick, though.
Nahum 3 verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Woe to the bloody city.
Woe to what?
To the bloody city.
So hold on real quick. I see brothers still trying to turn. I know y'all don't definitely go to that book, Nahum. That's a different one. Brothers like, hold up, man. That ain't Psalms 23.
Nah, that's a push-up book.
Yeah.
Right
Nahum. What got to spell it. What book is he going to? I ain't never heard this scripture. You got it, brother? Go to the front of the table content if you need to. You got it? I ain't got you on camera, brother. Go ahead. Yeah, that's what I said. You good, man. Go to the front of the table content. You ain't on camera. We good. We all been there. Now you want to help him out. Brother that couldn't burn the incense want to help him out, though. Now he want to help him find it. Northern Kingdom, all praises for you. We're going to see what y'all, we're going to show an image or a video of y'all today, Northern Kingdom. You brothers out there sticking your tongues out like the women, being effeminate, dancing to the song from the girl from New York. You got it, brother? All right, get that real quick.
Nahum 3 verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Woe to the bloody city.
Destruction to the bloody city. What kind of blood has this city, America, shed on our people? That's the question. What kind of blood have they shed? See, we think it's just physical blood. We don't understand the mental blood that they shed on our people. Putting the woman over the man. Having a woman walking around here, making videos, like the girl Megan Thee Stallion. They just out here with a snake. She's a snake and shedding her skin. Making videos. Just blatantly with it. Read.
It is all full of lies.
It is what?
It is all full of lies.
And you're going to find out today what lies really mean. The Bible actually speaks about it. The Bible speaks about it. If I called you a Cretan, you wouldn't understand what I was saying. But the Bible will tell you a Cretan, but you never understood the definition of it. Read that again.
Woe to the bloody city.
Uh-huh.
It is all full of lies
It's all full of lies.
and robbery.
And what?
And robbery.
We've been robbed of our natural, understand that, our natural heritage. The man was always over the woman. The woman has done what? Risen monsters. Monsters have rose up in this neighborhood. Monsters have rose up in this nation. You got the man, like I said, got their tongue out. You got the man painting their nails on national TV, crying about a football game, not understanding you getting exploited. Remember when Bishop brought that out Deuteronomy 28? You got slavery, oppression. Y'all write that down if you didn't write it down what Bishop brought out to you. The whole Deuteronomy 28 is about slavery, oppression, identity theft, and colonialism or exploitation. That's the blood that's been shed on our people, brothers and sisters. That's the true blood that's been shed on our people. Because remember, Deuteronomy 48 says what? After I take off that yoke of iron off your neck, then I know you truly destroyed.
Truly destroyed.
Then we know that. Read that again.
Woe to the bloody city.
Uh-huh.
It is all full of lies and robbery.
Full of what?
Lies and robbery.
Uh-huh.
The prey departeth not.
Uh-huh.
The noise of a whip, and the noise of the rattling of the wheels, and of the prancing horses, and of the jumping chariots.
Now what happened? That's that media, that TV, these cell phones we got. That's what that is. Remember at one time we would lose our wallet, we would lose our mind. Now I don't even need my wallet. I got my wallet on my phone. I lose my phone, that's a problem. I don't even need that with my keys. Your phone can turn your car on. They put everything in here. This the media. Now they say America taking over all the internet. That's what Biden trying to push. Yep. Y'all favorite president, mama, daddy. That's who y'all love, Joe Biden. I'm a Trump guy. I like Trump. I like Trump. You know why? He bring out the truth.
Yeah, my gas prices was low too.
Yeah, he bring out the truth. He gonna show you who the true Edomite is. Y'all didn't believe it. But see, Biden been hiding it. No, tell me you don't like me. Put your foot on my back. Show me who you are, because I'm going to show you who I am today. Was that it on that? Okay, verse 2. Now, I want to show y'all two videos real quick. We got to go back to Big Mama and them. You know, you sisters got to get back to Big Mama. So I want to get these two videos. Grandma calls her granddaughter, and y'all go see what happens. Let's get that clip real quick. Show that real quick.
Your 106-year-old grandmother clowns you for being 38 and single.
I'm 38.
I've never been married. Huh? Have you ever been married?
Really, Nana?
38
really.
years old.
Really?
I've never been married. No children or nothing. You sure missed a lot of life.
Why do I have to get married and have kids just to have a good life?
You don't go nowhere.
I do. I just got back from a trip.
By yourself, no man. If you don't have a man, you ain't nothing.
Really? I'm not nothing without a man? Huh?
You're not a lesbian, are you?
I still have sex.
I know you do, but that's not right. That's dirty. Sleeping around like a...
When you're
You know what she called her? Slutta. That's what she called her. Let's get that 1 Corinthians 7. I know Grandma didn't know the exact scripture, but she was taught culture. Back in the day, especially down south, our grandparents would teach us verbally. Northern Kingdom, y'all was taught things verbally. We forgot that history. But we got your back, Grandma. Read that.
1 Corinthians 7, verse 1. Now concerning the things whereof ye wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman.
Good for a man what?
Not to touch a woman.
Why? Go down, because if you burning, like the sister, she said I'm having sex. You burning, what happens? Read that. Let's get it.
The kingdom of heaven suffers violence. Who was suffering violence during the time of John the Baptist? The Israelites. The Israelites. So who is the kingdom of heaven making reference to? The Israelites. We're the kingdom of heaven.
With the
that he's
growth
talking
that we
about.
had in these past 20 years, you'd think it was year 100.
It's our first time at a national Passover coming from Japan.
It's a beautiful thing. You see our people gathering together in unity.
And I think the 20th anniversary also has to be amped up.
starting next year. I want captains sent out to celebrate Passover in the various countries where we have established schools.
It's exciting. It's exciting to be here. We in Dallas. We're here at the Passover 2023.
To me, he is the general in God's army in this time.
Did you see Bishop Nathaniel come in his entrance, man?
This man has been a father to me. He's been a brother to me.
This man is charged in the battle to rebuild his nation. He is the tip of the spear on the earth right now.
See, he never took his hands off the reins. This man looked death in the eyes and never lost hope in the one true God of the nation of Israel.
When you burning? Hold on. Give me a sec. Go. Somebody help me out. Where we at? 9? Get it.
All praise. 1 Corinthians 7, verse 9. But if they cannot contain, let them marry.
Let them what?
Let them marry. For it is better to marry than to burn.
It's better to marry than to burn. But this sister burning. Grandmother giving her great advice. But you know what? I've seen all this stuff on TV. The man I'm dealing with are so simpish, so effeminate. Matter of fact, get that next video real quick. Let's look at the wine that even Northern Kingdom has drunken. See, we think it's just Judah that be doing this. Look at Northern Kingdom.
I'm from a place where we don't do no ratting. No. Nigga, just tell me what happened. Nigga got caught with the stuck with the nigga got left with the Whew. Hold on, wait. Whew. Stuck with the nigga got caught with the hit with the hit with the nigga got left with the get.
Oh, y'all ain't see that last part, huh?
Northern Kingdom, hold that L right
Hey,
there.
they got to hold that one.
Yeah, hold that L.
Y'all saw the tongue out, the effeminate spirit. That's what they dealing with. On the surface, he look like I'm a tough guy. Yeah. You got your tongue out, you effeminate. That's the type of stuff we talking about. So let's get some understanding, man. Let's bring out some scriptures and understand, because the brother quoted earlier Isaiah 5:13, right? So get that. And I'm glad you quoted that. But what we got to start doing is seeing and understanding, okay, what is that talking about when we read Isaiah 5:13? Read that real quick, 5:13 through 14.
Isaiah 5, verse 13. Therefore, my people is gone into captivity.
My people are what?
Are gone into captivity.
My people are being slaughtered physically, but we talking about mentally right now. We have drunken the wine. We are drunk. That's what's going on. America is a party state. Every Friday, let's go out. Every Saturday, let's go out. They got Thirsty Thursdays. They got Taco Tuesdays. Every day of the week, we going out and we partying. I work at a nice, prestigious area, and they do a lot of research. I go into the rooms, there's liquor bottles all over the place. Now, y'all doing research. Y'all working on people's bodies. This is a hospital. But I see liquor bottles in the place. Read it.
Therefore, my people is gone into captivity.
And our people get caught up in that. We think we them. We can do what they do. Keep going.
Because they have no knowledge.
Because we lost our knowledge. Big Mama and them got slaughtered. Big Mama and them get laughed at. They done made a meme out of them not knowing. Big Mama was telling you the truth. Big Mama trying to give you thus saith the Lord. Read.
And their honorable men are famished.
And their what?
Their honorable men are famished.
We are hungry. That's what that's talking about. Famished. Keep going.
And their multitude dried up with thirst.
Watch this.
Therefore, hell hath enlarged herself.
Hell hath enlarged herself. So now we got to start doing and saying, our knowledge now is completely different than what it was a long time ago. We're not in Christianity no more. We're not listening to Creflo Dollar and them no more. T.D. Jakes, Juanita Bottom, because yeah, she's still out here flipping and doing all kind of foolishness, asking for money. And women still following her. What's the one with the white big mouth, look like the Joker? Something white. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Paula White.
Sis, you said that real quick. What you know about Paula White? Nah, I'm just messing with you, sis.
We ain't listening to that no more. Let's get the full understanding of what this scripture's talking about, what this Bible's talking about. So what we do, let's go to verse 1. That's what Israelites do. That's what we gonna do. Isaiah 5, verse 1.
Isaiah 5, verse 1. Now will I sing to my well-beloved.
Well, do I sing to who?
My well-beloved.
Now I'm singing to you, Israelites. You brothers, you sisters. I'm singing to you. Go ahead.
A song of my beloved touching his vineyard.
Oh, what?
A song of my beloved touching his vineyard.
Whose vineyard is that? Y'all got to understand something. This is Christ talking to the Israelites. His vineyard or his noble vineyard is Israel. That's us. Write them notes down. Read that again.
Now will I sing to my well-beloved, a song of my beloved touching his vineyard. My well-beloved hath a vineyard in a very fruitful hill.
That's in paradise. That's paradise, brothers and sisters. Get Psalms 23 real quick. You know how you have something written down, but the Most High say, look, I want to show you something else. Is it something? No, I want Matthew. Give me Matthew. Give me Matthew 6 in verse, what is it? Give me 6 and 9. Give me that. Matthew 6 and 9. And you know, and it's crazy because you really will have a class written up. And the Most High throw that in there. Get the understanding. Read it.
Matthew 6, verse 9. After this manner, therefore, pray ye.
So this Christ, again, talking to Israel. See, we forget that Christ, when he was walking this earth, was reading the Old Testament, brothers and sisters. He was quoting the Old Testament. So you Christians are canceled. You are buried in the ground because you don't believe in the Old Testament. All praises. Read.
Our Father, which art in heaven.
Our what?
Our Father, which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name.
Separate be his name.
Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth as it is in heaven.
Y'all know what that's talking about? Does anybody know what that's talking about? That's us praying to get paradise back. For the paradise to return. That's what that's talking about. It's been like that since the beginning. Since Adam got kicked out of it. Go back to Isaiah 5. 5 and 1. We're going to get some understanding. We're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to interact. We're going to look at videos. We're going to look at clips. We're going to talk about mom and daddy. We're going to talk about husband, wife. Your wife here?
Nah, my wife ain't here.
My wife ain't here either. So if I'm going to tell y'all, if I choke or something later on tonight, or if I'm calling somebody because I'm poisoned,
I answer the phone.
Please pick up the phone. Because you know we still dealing with sisters that ain't right. She gonna text me later. Why you talk about me like that? Because you ain't right.
That's right.
Ain't none of us right. So don't take it personal, baby.
It's just medicine.
Just never get that jerk chicken when I get home. Read that.
Isaiah 5, verse 1. Now will I sing to my well-beloved, a song of my beloved touching his vineyard.
Touching his what?
His vineyard. My well-beloved hath a vineyard in a very fruitful hill.
Keep going.
And he fenced it.
And he did what?
He fenced it.
He fenced it, meaning he covered it. He had a hedge over it, a hedge over us. Y'all getting understanding that Creflo and them can't give you because they ain't got the spirit. So that's for you sisters. Y'all have a hedge, a covering. Read.
And gathered out the stones
and
thereof.
Did what?
Gathered out the stones thereof.
Go ahead.
And planted it with the choicest vine.
With the what?
With the choicest vine.
I'm going to give y'all a precept. Give me Jeremiah. Jeremiah 2, 21 through 22. With the choicest vine. Let's see what that's talking about.
Jeremiah 2, verse 21. Yet I had planted thee a noble vine.
A what?
A noble
hey,
vine.
Look that word up. I know black folk, we throw that word out there, but we don't really know what noble means. We are noble people, brothers and sisters. We're going to lift you up. We're going to exhort you. This is what Paul told us to do. This is what Christ told us to do. This is what our leadership teach us to do. The bishops and the deacons, the captains, the officers, you soldiers. You brothers and sisters are to exhort each other in the scriptures. Read that.
Noble. Belonging to a hereditary class with high social.
With what?
With high social.
With high social. We are above everybody. Physically, we was, and we going back. Because physically, paradise was above. And we going back. That's why when you read Galatians 4:26, read that real quick. I know we keep jumping, but the Most High moving. Let's read that.
Galatians.
And it's a glory that our leadership is teaching us the things we learning. Because it ain't our tongue that's talking. It's God's word that's talking. That's why his word fire. Read it.
Galatians 4, verse 26. But Jerusalem.
But what?
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free.
Guess what? It was above before. And it was free. Free from what? This earth. The earth is given to what, brothers? The hands of the wicked. Wasn't no wickedness going on up there. This is what we praying for, to get that paradise back. Read.
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
And it's the mother of us Israelites. Guess what? The mother nations wasn't in paradise with you. If you get it, you'll get it. Go back to where we was at. Jeremiah
2, verse 21. Yet I had planted thee a noble vine, holy, a right seed.
A what?
A right seed.
A ripe seed.
How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine
How did you turn to a degenerate plant? How did you turn to a poisonous plant? A wicked plant? How? How do we do that? Read.
For though thou wash thee with nitrate and take thee much soap.
We was washed. Go ahead.
Yet thine iniquity is marked before me, saith the Lord God.
Now let's go. So now you get an understanding of that noble vine. That's talking about you. You are of a high class. You are above the brothers and sisters that's not with us. Understand what I just said. I meant what I said.
Oh, so can we please get the definition for degenerate?
Please do. Get that.
Please, get that real quick.
Get that definition. And I meant what I said because guess what? You got brothers and sisters that's going to be rebels. You are going to be above them. You better start loving yourself and knowing who you are and paying attention to these scriptures. What they used to say back then, keep your mind on these books and off them girls. Get that.
We need to know these because we suffer as a people. Israel suffers from low self-esteem. We do. And that's why we carry ourselves the way we do. Read that.
This is degenerate. Having lost the physical, mental, or moral qualities.
It should say and, because that's what Israel did. We lost the physical, we lost the mental, and we lost the moral. Go ahead.
Moral qualities considered to be normal and desirable.
So what's normal and desirable for Israel? This book right here. This is what's normal and desirable to us. Go ahead.
Showing evidence of decline.
Look at some of the synonyms real quick.
Debased, degraded, corrupted, vitiated, bastard, impure.
All right, I think we got that.
I like bastard because that means you ain't got no father.
Talk about it.
That's what bastard means. You ain't got no daddy. It's only one father. That's what bastard means. And that's what we turned ourselves into. Go back to Isaiah. Go back to Isaiah. Start with verse 2.
Isaiah 5.
Break this thing down together. Go ahead.
5 verse 2. And he fenced it and gathered out the stones thereof and planted it with the choicest vine and built a tower in the midst of it and also made a winepress therein. And he looked that it should bring forth grapes, and it brought forth wild grapes.
It brought forth what?
Wild grapes.
Hey, look, brothers and sisters, it's not a good thing to be called a wild grape. It's not a good thing. Anybody ever been in the woods? Get a mic. Get somebody a mic. We're going to get some understanding around here. Anybody ever been in the woods and picked a wild grape or a wild fruit, a wild berry? Somebody that picked a wild berry. Get a brother the mic. What it do to you, brother? What a wild berry do to you?
Shoot, it's sticky.
Huh?
I mean, it's sticky. I mean,
it's sticky. What else?
Prickly things on it.
It's prickly?
Yeah.
Is it safe to eat? Wild?
No, it's not.
It's poisonous.
Yes, it is.
That's what it's talking about. It's wicked. That's what that's calling you when it say a wild grape. Saying you wicked, you poisonous. How do you know? Go back up a little bit. In verse 2. And he fenced it.
Isaiah 5 verse 2. And he fenced it and gathered out the stones thereof, and planted it with the choicest vine.
So Adam is the one that planted it, meaning Christ planted it, read.
And built a tower in the midst of it, and also made a winepress therein. And he looked that it should bring forth grapes.
And it should bring forth grapes. Read.
And it brought forth wild grapes.
But it brought forth wild grapes. Give me Isaiah 1, 3 through 4, I think I want. Let me make sure. Is that the one I want? Yeah, let me get that.
Isaiah 1, verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
His what?
His owner. And the ass his master's crib.
Go ahead.
But Israel doth not know.
Why? Because we became those wild grapes. Y'all understand that? Isaiah was prophesying some stuff for brothers and sisters. If you actually read and pay attention, you would know what happened at the beginning. You would know what happened at the beginning in Genesis. Read.
My people doth not consider.
My people don't consider.
Sinful nation. A people laden with iniquity.
That's the wild grape. Read.
A seed of evildoers.
A what?
A seed.
A seed of evildoers. The wild grape. Read.
Children that are corrupters.
They are what?
Corrupters.
Didn't we just read that about degenerates?
We just read that.
The incorruptible mind has become corrupted. Now we know the brothers do it too, but today we talking about you sisters. That's what we talking about today. Read.
They have forsaken the Lord.
They done what?
They have forsaken the Lord.
Because they put daddy out the house because they want to get on welfare. They want to get WIC. When WIC originally started with the Black Panthers. Originally. Y'all do know that, right? That's what WIC started. The Edomite, because we're not going to say all these other words. No, the Edomite took it from him and made it for destruction. Took good and made it evil. Now I'll give you WIC. I'm going to put the daddy out the house. You got to put the daddy on child support. That's what happened. So mama and sister and grandma are raising the man. And you don't even know what kind of man you're raising.
Can't raise a man.
You can't. Not a man of God. We're not talking about these effeminate men that we see out here that we just seen. Read.
They have provoked the Holy One of Israel.
They did what?
Provoked the Holy One of Israel.
Why? Because we started following their customs. We started doing what they did. Sin is good. Remember that joint? Vampire in Brooklyn. I'm a big movie guy. I love movies. He said, sin is good. Find the clip if you can, please. He said, sin is good. That's what he said. Y'all don't remember that? Now, I hope they don't take this and say the brother out of spirit. But that's what the brother said, right?
They're going to put you in the YouTube shirt.
Yeah, I'll be right in the YouTube shirt. Bald-headed nigga. Some of sin is good. That's what they're going to say. You got the clip? Pull the clip up. This is what the church is doing right now. We're going to have fun, brothers and sisters, but we're going to get some understanding, too. Go ahead. Turn it up.
Not one, but two. A story is not one-sided. A story has a duality. There's two sides to every story. What brings to mind the phrase, necessary evil. Now, I know many of you may hear the phrase necessary evil and you say to yourself, that don't even make no sense to me. Can't be no such thing as necessary. How's evil necessary? That don't match. That's plaids and stripes, evil and necessary. You see, because without bad,
hey,
there is no good.
I gotta tell y'all this. I know you brothers and sisters don't know my history from before, but I used to go to Creflo Dollar Church. And I remember he used to say the same type of stuff. He still does to this day. Same type of stuff. If you having sex and you ain't married, you're having sex with Jesus. These are the type of things he used to say. Look the clip up, not now, but look it up on your own. This is what he would say. If you're having sex outside of marriage and you ain't married, you're having sex with Jesus.
That's scary.
I sat there and listened and watched him do it.
You put something in the plate, too.
Like I sure did. Sitting right there. Me, Mace, Tyler Perry. This is when they first came out, the Diary of a Black Woman thing. I'm sitting there like, man, I'm up in the front with these brothers. I'm good. Talking about sin is good. That's what I was saying in my spirit. So this might look funny, but it's true.
That's what's happening.
This is what's going on today. This is exactly what's going on today. Do y'all not remember when Creflo also said, that if you keep in God's laws, you what?
Said you in the midst of sin.
You in the midst of sin.
Yeah.
So what we looking at Vampire in Brooklyn from back in the day, we used to laugh at this joint. Remember Dwayne Wade was on there?
Mm-hmm.
We laughing. But it's the truth. This what's going on. We drank the wine. We have become what? Wild grapes. For this clip.
Without light, there is no dark. You need both these things. You know what I'm saying? If every day is a sunny day, well, then what's a sunny day? Well, the bottom line, brothers and sisters,
I gotta say that. I gotta keep cutting it off. If you needed both of these things, why in the beginning, the Most High God told us not to do what? Eat of the tree of what? Good and evil, knowledge and evil, right? Why? Because that wasn't where we was from. That was down there. We was up here. If you get it, you get it. Go back to it.
what I'm trying to tell you tonight is that evil is necessary. Evil is necessary. Thereby, if it's necessary, evil must be good. Evil is good.
That's your hallelujah night.
That's what I say. It must be. Evil must be good. That's what it is. Y'all saying
Evil is
good. That's right. Evil is good. Take Brother Brown, for instance.
Now you're calling everybody, all right, it's good. I don't want us to get cut off. But now you're going to call everybody out. Talk about the pastor having sex with such and such. This one doing this and that. That's what happens. And all of them looking stupid because they what? The ox knoweth what? Read that again.
The ox knoweth his owner. The ox knoweth not. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
Uh-huh.
But Israel doth not know.
But Israel doth not know. We forgot. We put our trust in man. Read.
My people doth not consider.
Keep going.
Sinful nation.
A sinful nation.
A people laden with iniquity. A seed of evil doers.
That's the point. We are the seed. And I'm going to tell y'all something, because we got a little time. The man is literally physically a part of Christ's body, sisters. Literally torn apart. We are a part of his body, physically. That's why when you read in Ephesians 5, it tells you to respect your husband as Christ. That's why they say that. But see, you say, I don't respect Christ. Mm-hmm. You know why? And I know they don't respect Christ. And I'm not talking about our sisters, because we got good sisters in here. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about other sisters that put the prisoner up. This is who they Christ is. This is who they husband is. This is the Northern Kingdom brother we just seen. This is who they see as Christ. Caesar Bow.
Soft.
Effeminate.
Weak.
That's the one they see. You know what? I'm sorry. Our family, put the black one up. He the same way. He still got a perm like the pastor did. Put that one up. Because this the one we say, oh, no, man, no. We know Christ black. We got this one. Put the perm Caesar Bow up. It's the same as that one. He's still the same damn devil.
You got that relaxing.
You got to relax in a Duke kit. I used to use a Duke kit back in the day, too. That one right there. It's like the 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth one up top. Yeah, that one right there. And tell me this ain't the same picture. They think they slick, man.
They out of order.
What Boosie say? Come on, man.
Come on now, dog.
Come on now, dog. It's the same person. Sin is good. That's what they showing you. Read.
Isaiah 1, verse 4. Sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward.
We have went away backwards. Go back to Isaiah 5. Go ahead.
Degenerate said decline, right?
Yeah, it did.
They all saying the same thing. It's all tying in together.
Same thing. Bishop Knight would tell us a long time ago. The Bible's repetitive, brother. If you start reading the Bible and understand the Bible and keeping God's laws, you're going to understand how to teach the people. Then you wonder why brother been 5, 6, 7, 8 years and Bishop asks him a question and they scared they don't know the answer. Because you ain't reading. That's what it is. But I guarantee you when you get embarrassed that one time, you're going to remember that scripture. Bishop will never get you on that scripture again, but he ain't going to ask you that scripture again. So you just know it, right? Go back to Isaiah 5. Where we at? Verse, all right, go to 3. Go to 3.
Isaiah 5, verse 3.
Yes, sir.
And now, O inhabitants of Jerusalem.
Who?
O inhabitants of Jerusalem.
That's us. Go ahead.
And men of Judah.
And men of what?
Of Judah.
Uh-huh.
Judge, I pray you, betwixt me and my vineyard.
Whose fault is it? We gonna blame God? We gonna blame Christ? Or we gonna blame ourselves? Whose fault is it? Because guess what? Temptation, read that real quick in James. Because we say, well, God tempted me. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what the scriptures say. If God tempting you, or you getting tempted by yourself and your own lust. Give me that in James. You know what I want, right?
Yes, sir. James 1, verse 13.
Start with 12, brother.
Verse 12.
I want it. Go ahead.
Blessed is the man that endureth temptation.
That endureth what?
Temptation.
Why? Because in order to be tempted, we had to leave that noble vine in paradise and come down to the earth and get tempted. I ain't get a bomb on that one, did they? They probably like, what the hell he talking about? Satan's earth, which this is, was down here. Wasn't no temptation up there.
Message.
Read.
For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life.
He shall what?
Receive the crown of life.
Getting back to paradise with Christ. Go ahead.
Which the Lord hath promised to them that love him.
Uh-huh.
Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God.
Not I am tempted of God. But we all say I am tempted of God. God is testing me. God ain't testing you. You testing yourself. You darn demon. You wild grape. You viper. Read.
For God cannot be tempted with evil.
Because what? Ain't no evil around him. At all. Read.
Neither tempteth he any man.
Neither he what?
Tempteth any he
But I
any
tell
man.
you, a Christian won't read that. A Christian will tell you, God is testing you today, baby. Grandma, who are you talking to? Oh, that God talking to me. God ain't talking to you, Grandma. That's the damn devil talking to you.
Why she got pork ribs in the oven?
Pork on there. I posted a clip today, some brothers. The brother said, what you eating, brother? I know y'all be laughing. I'm serious. The brother looked at him. He said, swine. The brother said, oh! Brother is prideful and don't care. Go back to Isaiah 5.
Keep 14.
14, go ahead, hit that.
Verse 14.
Uh-huh.
James 1, verse 14. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed.
And what?
And enticed.
Of his own lust. Your lust for money. Because I can tell you something. I done seen leadership anointing for 11 years. They don't care nothing about no money. At all. They care less about money. They struggling like we struggling. They say we all gonna struggle together. I ain't about to be living like I ain't got it, you ain't got it, I ain't got it. We just broke. Now let's put our money together so we can get us something to eat. You know what I'm saying? We hungry too. They don't care about money. You shouldn't care about money. They don't care about no job. You shouldn't care about no job. You worry about what your job gonna say. You better worry about what God gonna say. You wild grape. I don't want to be that guy. Especially I've been on earth with a bald head and barely got hair on my face. I don't want to be that guy in the wilderness as a rebel. He blew a bomb on that one. He must don't like
gave
me.
you a bomb. Hey, y'all brothers wicked over there. He gave him a bomb for the bald
He
head.
wanted to get that one. I don't want to be that guy. That's how we got to be, y'all. We got to search and seek out these scriptures and understand who we are and remember who we are. Go back to Isaiah 5. All praises for that. All praises. Oh, we at 4.
Yes, sir.
4, go ahead.
Isaiah 5, verse 4. What could have been done more to my vineyard that I had not done in it?
Uh-huh.
Wherefore, when I looked that it should bring forth grapes, brought it forth wild grapes?
Brought it forth what?
Wild grapes?
Now, did Christ say this? Yes. In fact, you're about to get the understanding the parable. Give me that, Matthew 21. We're going to start verse 33. Now, we're not going to read through the whole thing. I'm going to let you read through it, but we're going to give y'all a little bit. Because when Christ was talking, Christ was heavy. Christ studied them scriptures, but we say we want to walk like Christ, we want to be like Christ as men of the Lord. Women have risen man or rose up man to be sissies, to be chumps. I'm going to say it. I ain't worried about all the foolishness and the hate mail. Emotional was, hey, what y'all gonna say to me? You can't say nothing because we coming out the Bible. You can't come up against this word. Read that.
Matthew 21, verse 33.
So y'all remember what we read earlier, right? Get the mic. Get the mic. I got to make sure brother's paying attention. Get the brother right here. What's your name again, brother? Brother Miguel. You a little newer, right, brother? Okay. What did we just read in verse 5? Was it 5? What we just read? What we just read about? What did Christ say? Read it again for him.
Isaiah 5, verse 4.
And brother, the information you getting, I'm telling you, we didn't get this back in the day. But see, the water has risen. And one thing about our leadership, they're gonna teach us the information. They ain't gonna hold it for them. They say y'all all need to learn how to teach the people. So I don't care how new you, how long you been with us? Like a month. Well, you're gonna have a month on these people. You're gonna be able to deal with these pastors. So when they tell you sin is good, you can tell them you're a wild grape. You understand what I'm saying? Read it.
What could have been done more to my vineyard that I had not done in it?
What's that talking about? So think about the vineyard is who?
Us.
It's us, Israel, right? Go ahead.
Wherefore, when I looked that it should bring forth grapes, brought it forth wild grapes?
So what's being said there? What could I have done more? Think about mama and daddy talking to you. So what is it saying?
Christ is saying that he gave us the most he could. There's nothing more that he could have given us.
All praises.
And
you still turned out what?
To be wild grapes.
Or wicked as hell. That's what that's talking about. Y'all see that? So now y'all seeing the build up to how hell has enlarged itself? You getting to understand it. Go back to Isaiah 5. All praises, brother. I mean, Matthew. See, yeah, Matthew 21.
Matthew 21, verse 33.
Uh-huh.
Hear another parable. There was a certain householder which planted a vineyard and hedged it round about and digged a winepress in it and built a tower.
And built a what?
And built a tower.
Y'all starting to see it? Y'all starting to hear it? Read.
And let it out to husbandmen and went into a far country. And when the time of the fruit drew near, he sent his servants to the husbandmen that they might receive the fruits of it.
So Christ breaking it down. Go ahead.
And the husbandmen took his servants and beat one and killed another and stoned another. Again, he sent other servants more than the first. And they did unto them likewise. But last of all, he sent unto them his son, saying, they will reverence my son.
They will what?
They will reverence my son.
Okay.
But when the husbandmen saw the son, they said among themselves, this is the heir. Come, let us kill him.
Let us what?
Let us kill him.
How do we pay him back? With unbelief, with hardness of heart and impurity. Degenerates.
Did y'all follow that? Did y'all really follow that?
If you don't understand it, raise your hand. What don't you understand? Stand up, brother. What do you understand? That's what we're here for. You ain't on camera. Don't worry about it. Both of y'all. If y'all need, y'all go ahead.
Look, this ain't the Christian church.
Gonna
Stop the class, raise your hand. Hey, I ain't get that.
Is this a church or a school?
School.
This is a school, brother. We here to teach, and we here to learn. Go ahead.
Is he saying that we are the children of Israel, but we so hard-headed? Every time he sends somebody to go talk to the people, every time he sends somebody, he's sending the knowledge, the commandments or something like that for us to understand the commandments, but we don't hearken unto it and we stay in our sin, and that's why they killing.
But what particular person are they talking about? Go back to first, where was he at? Where was he at? 37, right? No, was that 37? Yes, sir. Yeah, read that again.
Matthew 21, verse 37. But last of all, he sent unto them his son.
Sent unto them what?
His son.
So who that talking about? Christ.
Right.
Right? Read.
Saying, they will reverence my son.
What does reverence mean? Look the word up.
Reverence means to have understanding or get along, or I understand you understand somebody.
Okay. We're going to show you. We're going to show you. All praises for this class, man. Read that.
Reverence. Deep respect for someone or something.
High esteem. Right? So they're going to hold my son in high esteem. Because of what? What he's done. Remember, Christ made everything. Y'all got to remember that. And after he made everything, no, that's going to be too heavy for them. God made him. But go back to where we was at.
Verse 38. But when the husbandmen saw the
So the husbandman is us, Israel, okay?
But when the husbandmen saw the son, they said among themselves, "This is the heir. Come, let us kill him, and let us seize on his inheritance."
Y'all see that? So do y'all get it now? So what is it saying? Give the mic to the brother right here.
So the husbandmen being us as Israel, and they said amongst themselves, they trying to kill us based on...
Kill us, or who is that talking about right there? He sent his son. Who was his son?
Oh, Christ?
Christ. Yes. Remember, right? So you had the Sadducees and the Pharisees that did what? Caiaphas, to be exact, who was the high priest at the time, did what? Delivered Christ up to be killed. So Christ is going through this parable, but he's quoting Isaiah 5. You understand?
Okay.
So y'all got to remember that up until before Christ came, all of the prophets, was they listening to him? What was they doing to all the prophets? Yeah. Everybody that the Most High sent with the message, they was doing them dirty. So he said, all right, if I send my son Christ, surely they gonna listen to him.
Yep.
They gonna have the utmost respect for him. But what did it say they did to him?
They
There you
killed
go.
him.
There you go.
And you read about that in Acts 4. Okay? Now go back to Isaiah. Y'all brothers good. Go back to Isaiah 5 and 4. And then we're going to go right back. I want to show y'all so y'all get that full understanding. This is the parable.
Isaiah 5, verse 4. What could have been done more to my vineyard?
So remember when that Christ asked that? Or Christ gave a parable about it. Go ahead.
That I have not done in it. Wherefore, when I looked that it should bring forth grapes, brought it forth wild grapes?
Remember, the wild grapes is the wicked, the poisonous nation. Us. That's what that's talking about, us being wicked and poisonous. Now go back to Matthew 21. Jump down to verse, because I don't want to go through it all. Matter of fact, just finish it out. Just read fast.
Matthew 21, verse 39.
Yep.
And they caught him and cast him out of the vineyard.
Cast him what?
Out of the vineyard.
Because they was wild grapes. Go ahead.
And slew him. When the Lord therefore of the vineyard cometh, what will he do unto those husbandmen? They say unto him, he will miserably destroy those wicked men.
Y'all see that? Those wild grapes was wicked men. Go ahead.
And will let out his vineyard unto other husbandmen, which shall render him the fruits in their seasons.
Watch this. Watch what Christ say.
Jesus saith unto them, did ye never read in the scriptures the stone which the builders rejected?
Which the what?
Which the builders rejected.
And we know that stone is talking about Christ, but go ahead.
The same is become the head of the corner. This is the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes.
Now you can go down all the way to 46. That's the precept, okay? Go back where we was at, Isaiah 5. Where we at, 5?
Isaiah 5, verse 5.
After you finish 5, I want you to jump to 8. Go ahead.
Isaiah 5, verse 5. And now go to. I will tell you what I will do to my vineyard. I will take away the hedge thereof.
I will do what?
Take away the hedge thereof.
That's that cover we read about when it was fenced in verse 2. He said, I'm going to take away that hedge. I didn't deliver my people into captivity for their destruction. But what? We don't know the scripture. Get that in Baruch. Get that in Baruch. Get that.
Baruch 4, verse 6.
Go ahead.
Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved God to wrath.
Because what?
You moved God to wrath.
Remember, God said, I did everything for you. Is it my fault that you turned to a wild grape? You moved me to wrath. I got to take the covering from you. I got to take that fence from you. And that's heavy because when Adam and Eve was kicked out of paradise, what did they put up? Cherubims. Y'all know what that is? Y'all don't know what cherubims is? Type that in, please. I'm trying to get y'all full understanding of the scriptures. Now, this class is going to went somewhere else. It was supposed to be getting on the sisters. Get that real quick. Give me the one on, just use that one. Wait, yeah, use that one. This is basically what was there at paradise. And I think that, if I'm not mistaken, they had a sword as well, right? Why? To protect them from not getting back up there. That's heavy, but we're not going to go into that, okay? That covering was taken. That hedge was taken. This is why when sisters get married and they leave their husbands, the first thing they do is sin against God. The second thing they do is sin against their husband. And the third thing they do, what's that in Sirach? It's Sirach 23, 22. Get that before I don't want to butcher it too much. Because you sisters lose your covering. Oh, yeah, the third thing, you become a hoe.
Yeah.
That's what it say. You become a hoe or a whore. Just like Keke Palmer's doing. I'll call the names out. You ain't got it like me. I don't care. Call me bald head anyway. So I'm definitely going to say something to you. Go ahead, read that.
Sirach 23, verse 23. For first she hath disobeyed the law of the Most High.
No, get 22.
Verse 22. Thus shall it go also with the wife that leaveth her husband.
That do what?
Leaveth her husband.
Because now she try to put the brother out there, mom and them calling us gay and all this foolishness. This is what they're trying to do. No. Your daughter out of order, sister. Read.
And bringeth in an heir by another.
Bring another man, go ahead.
For first she hath disobeyed the law of the Most High.
First you disobeyed God's law, go ahead.
And secondly, she hath trespassed against her own husband.
Now you done sinned against your own husband, read.
And thirdly, she hath played the whore.
She played what?
The whore.
The whore.
In adultery.
Oh, they don't like them words. They're Christianity. They ain't Christianity. That's with a W. Look at you, too, do. Read.
And brought forth children by another man.
By another man. That's Bible. That ain't me. You hoe. Go back to it. Go back to where we was at. They don't like that. They don't like that.
Isaiah 5, verse 5.
And Clan got quiet, didn't he? He called me a hoe. I ain't talking to you, sisters. I'm talking about sisters that's out of order.
That's right.
Now, if you out of order with them, then guess what? You's a hoe.
That's it.
Read.
Isaiah 5, verse 5. And now go to. I will tell you what I will do to my vineyard. I will take away the hedge thereof.
Do it.
And it shall be eaten up.
It shall be what?
Eaten up.
You're going to wonder and you're going to figure out why it's been eaten up because your behind got delivered to Satan. You done got kicked out of paradise, us, and came down to earth and got delivered to Satan. Now we drinking their wine. Now we partying. Now we getting drunk every day. And you don't even know you drunk every day. Read.
And
we can't get a bomb for nothing. There's some sisters. Who doing the bombs? I hope it ain't a sister. I apologize, sister. I won't call you no host, sister. I was just talking about the scripts. All right, go ahead.
I will take away the hedge thereof, and it shall be eaten up, and break down the wall thereof, and it shall be trodden down.
Now we said a statement. Give me that 1 Corinthians 5, 4-5. We about to play some videos for y'all, speed it up a little bit. But we got to give y'all the nourishment. You got to turn back to them grapes. You got to eat right. We got to stop eating this steak. This food that ain't good for us. And I like to eat it because I done got me a belly too. My wife, man, look at me, baby, you look good. You just saying that, girl. I look as pregnant as you is. You goddamn 6 months pregnant. I'm looking like you out here. See, I get on myself, so that's why I should tell y'all I don't mind getting on you. If I talk about myself, I talk about you and your mama too. My brother told me one time. I got to say, we your officer now. He said something. I said, man, you better tell your mama that. He said, man, come on, man. I'm talking about my mama. Go ahead, read. 1 Corinthians 5.
1 Corinthians 5, verse 4. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, when ye are gathered together in my spirit with the power of our Lord Jesus Christ, to deliver such a one unto Satan.
To what?
Unto Satan.
We got delivered unto Satan because guess what? We wanted to be them wild grapes. We wanted to fool around. We wanted to take God as a joke. We think he playing. Ain't nobody playing but you, Smokey. Read.
For the destruction of the flesh.
For what?
For the destruction of the flesh. That the spirit may be saved in the day of the Lord Jesus.
All right, now go back to Isaiah 5. We're going to go to 8. And then we're gonna hit 11 to 14.
Isaiah 5, verse 8. Woe unto them that join house to house.
That do what?
That join house to house.
You're trying to join kingdom to earth. Go ahead.
That lay field to field. Till there be no place. That they might be placed alone in the midst
Remember,
of
we
the
lost
earth.
that edge. Or that hedge. So we came to earth and came alone for a little bit. He said, through your afflictions, you will turn to me. See, the Bible's so heavy. That's why you need men of the Lord to teach you the Bible. This is why you got to thank our leadership. I'm telling y'all, thank the leadership. And thank Christ for putting the spirit on the leadership to teach us. Because I guarantee y'all done read that and ain't understand that before. But now you're getting some understanding. Go down to verse 11.
Verse 11. Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning.
Now y'all see what this talking about. Why? Because America will tell you it's okay to do that. You can drink, you can get drunk. But it's also talking about spiritually drunk. You drinking of America's wine. You rising up early. The first thing you do is go on Facebook or TikTok.
Get on that phone.
Put on a movie. But you ain't putting on class. You don't even go to sleep with class on. Let your spirit eat it while you're sleeping. We don't do that. Read.
Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink.
You don't understand. That drink you drink is strong. That TV, that media is strong. That stuff's strong that we drinking. And we drinking America's poison. We drinking Babylon's poison, the daughter of Babylon. Why is it called the daughter of Babylon? Because Esau was helping Babylon, so it became the daughter of Babylon. Tell brothers over here still ain't reading. They ain't got no bombs. They ain't got
I know y'all
nothing.
can relate to that though. How many of y'all wake up and grab your phone first? I do it. I gotta
Y'all
catch
got to
I gotta
stop
catch
lying.
myself.
You ain't got cell phone. You brothers ain't got cell phones. So y'all don't do it. See, these brothers. You don't do it. Okay, all praises. All praises. You do it, brother. You put your hand on your head. You do it. You just came in. You do? Okay, all praises. How long you been with us, brother? About your third week? Okay, all praises. I'm glad you're here. Read.
That continue until night, till wine inflame them.
Until what?
Until wine inflame them.
Till wine inflame them. Go ahead.
And the harp and the viol, the tabret and the pipe, and wine are in their feast. But they regard not the work of the Lord.
Don't care about God's work. You give two craps about God's work. I'm going home. I'm gonna go to what's that new Canes? I'm gonna go to Canes. I'm trying to make it to Canes before the sun down. You know the sun down. You looking at the sky. You know it's down. You see some lights somewhere, man. That sky. We
The
still
Walmart
good.
lights.
Yeah, the Walmart lights. I'm gonna go to Canes anyway. I'm gonna see the Canes. Boy, I tell y'all better get together. Read.
Neither consider the operation of his hands.
The what?
Neither consider the operation of his hands.
Remember, he formed us. He formed us. Man, you was formed and made in the image of God in Christ. Remember that, man. So we got to come up out of hell. That's why the class says, Mom dropped me off and Pops picked me up from hell. Our spiritual fathers, which is the leadership. If your biological fathers ain't in here, they not your spiritual fathers. Those are just your biological fathers. God and Christ, those are our fathers. Those are our heads. Y'all understand that? Yes, we got to turn back to that. Mama them messed up. They didn't put you in hell, but we here to get you out of hell. That's what class is about. We pick you up out of hell. That's what this is about. Read.
Therefore, my people are gone into captivity.
Now y'all see why it says that? Because you became the wild grape. Now, because you turned God to wrath, or we turned God to wrath, you're going into captivity. Read.
Because they have no knowledge.
Because you don't have knowledge and understand the works that I've done for you. You don't understand what I've done for you. I put a fence up here for you. I covered you. I made you a God in paradise. He woke up. All praises. All praises. Read.
And their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst.
Go ahead.
Therefore, hell hath enlarged herself, and opened her mouth without measure.
Without what?
Without measure. And their glory, and their multitude, and their pomp, and he that rejoiceth shall descend into it.
Now get Jeremiah 5:13. So y'all can understand what that's talking about how hell enlarged itself. Yes, sir. Jeremiah 5:13.
Jeremiah 5, verse 13. And the prophets shall become wind.
Shall what?
Shall become wind.
Because what happened is the nations enlarged themselves in us. Remember, we started drinking their wine. So the other nations enlarged themselves in us. We've become them. We dress like them. We talk like them. We eat like them. We celebrate like them. Read.
And the word is not in them.
And the word left us. Read.
Thus it shall be done unto them.
Thus it shall be what?
Done unto them.
Okay, so now let's see a couple of videos. You had something? Go ahead.
So I wanted to get Exodus 23 and 2 real quick.
You got your mic? I didn't think people can hear you.
Exodus 23 and 2. Because it talked about that multitude, then it talked about the pomp. So it was really going into, like he was bringing out, how we wake up in the morning, from morning to evening, we just following the ways of Babylon. And we do it blindly. You go to work, you a slave all day, you a slave to the media, you come home, you a slave to your phone. All you want to do is indulge yourself in everything America's got going, and we not considering the ways of the Most High. We following that multitude. Get that?
Exodus 23 verse 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil.
Who's the multitude that we're following? Everybody outside of this truth.
Right.
That's how you following them. Their examples, that's what we do every day. Most of the fashion that we wear is because we saw somebody else with it. Most of the slang that we pick up because we heard somebody else doing it. Everything that we decide we're going to do is, we don't have our own thoughts. It's programmed from the TV. That's why it's called a television program, radio programming. So your thoughts aren't really your thoughts. So if you're not getting your daily instructions from this book, who are you getting them from? You're getting them from the multitude. Babylon the Great. Read it again.
Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. Neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many, to wrest judgment.
And real quick, give me Proverbs 16.
Oh, praise.
Because it talked about the pomp as well. What's pomp? Can we get a definition for pomp real quick while he grabbed that? You know, we be trying to understand the Bible with context clues, but we won't take the time out to look the words up.
That's how we got to do it.
We got that? Not pompous. I want pomp. Read that. Read what you got.
Proverbs 16 verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction.
It says what?
Pride goeth before destruction.
That's that pomp. That's a main characteristic of Esau. Yep. It tells you that in Obadiah, that pride that they have. It goes where?
Before destruction.
Go ahead.
And in haughty spirit before a fall.
So that's one of the things, like I said, we following the ways of America. These are the characteristics that we've taken on. That's all I want to go ahead.
And, you know, it's heavy because you said pride, go before destruction. It's a prideful thing that we have on us. Very, very prideful to say or to look down on the man of the Lord. I'm talking about you sisters. I'm not talking about mama and them. I'm talking about my neck, my back. I'm talking about about 5 or 6 best friends. I'm talking my booty hole brown. I'm talking WAP. I'm talking about y'all that follow that generation. Because those are the ones that's raising the men. We don't remember this stuff, huh? Pride come before destruction. Now you got men of the Lord that realize who they are now and prideful. The sister is to say, you ain't nothing. I got a better job than you. If you don't make $250,000 a year, I'm going to use this kid. I'm going to put you on child support.
You better do what I say. You better lower your voice.
You better lower your voice.
Or I'm going to call.
I'm going to call that man on you. I'm going to take this sex from you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a slavery mindset. Sister, you fit Deuteronomy 28. Slavery, oppression, identity theft, and what else? Colonialism. Ooh. You fit the curses, sister. That's a slave mindset. Look at these sisters up here. And because we got to do research, I know at least about 4 or 5 of them up there. That's a boy up there. What's his name? Sexy Sultana, something, Sexy Sauce. What? Y'all know the boy I'm talking about. Right there. What's his name? Now we don't know. I'm just the only one researching around here. He just talking all this trash. Charleston White. Saucy Santana.
There you go.
Y'all know who the boy is. That's a boy. Damon, I'm a boy. And he included in this photo. Goes to show you how far the woman has fallen down. You had these little boys with you at the lunch table, thought everything was cute. Now they having sex with your man.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? That's a cretin mindset. Give me that definition. Let me get the first definition of cretin. That's a cretin mindset. I want the definition first. That's a cretin mindset. I want you to read that.
Cretin.
Verse. Not verse. I said part 2. Read that.
A stupid.
A what?
A stupid. Vulgar or insensitive person.
Go down a little bit. You cretin. Go down. Okay, go down. When it say in Franco, read that.
In Franco Provencal, the Roman speech of French Switzerland and adjacent areas of France, a person affected by hypothyroidism was called a cretin.
Was called a what?
A cretin. Literally, wretch, innocent victim.
Remember Big Mom used to call you a wretch back in the day? Read.
The word simply meant Christian.
It meant what?
Christian.
You Cretans are Christians. It wasn't a good thing to be called a Cretan back then. Now they got to cut class off, boy, because we about to go in on their behind. Now give me the screenshot, please. Give me the screenshot of Cretan. Let's get an etymology of it. Let's get that. We got a lot of Cretans.
The Christians was vulgar.
They vulgar. They liars. And we going to get the scripture. Read that.
Cretan, Old English Cretans, natives or inhabitants of Crete. From Latin Cretanus, they were probably proverbial in ancient times as liars.
As what?
As liars.
As liars. Is that in the Bible? I don't know. Get Titus 1. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, this is a living book. This Bible real. You goddamn Cretans, you wild grapes, you vipers. That's what I'm gonna start calling you. My mama told you to call, what did you say? Called you Clay. I'm gonna call you Clay. Read it. 12. Start with verse 12.
Titus 1, verse 12.
Yes, sir.
One of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said, the Cretans.
Matter of fact, go to verse 10. I'm sorry. Because we didn't went to it too quick. We got to slow motion it. We got to let it smoke a little bit. Smoke this meat. Go ahead.
Titus 1, verse 10. For there are many unruly.
Many that hate order. Sisters hate order. Brothers hate order. But guess what? The brothers in here are in order. And they still dealing with sisters that up in here that hate order. Read.
For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers.
You devil, because that's what deceivers mean. Read.
Especially they of the circumcision.
There you go. We are the circumcised. It says especially they are the circumcision. So now you know who you are. You risen up. You know you made an image of God in Christ. You got that Cretan woman sitting up in here with you, being a deceiver. Read.
Whose mouths must be stopped.
That's what God said. Read.
Who subvert whole houses.
Because they undermine you. This is what they do. Again, I'm going to take the sex from you. I'm going to call the cops on you. You raise your voice at me again, I'm calling the cops. Do not the sisters say that to you, brothers?
Yes, indeed.
So you got to be honest with yourself. Again, if I call y'all tonight, because I'm poisoned, pick up the phone. I'm messing with you, baby. You be all right. Maybe I ain't though, but go ahead, read.
Teaching things which they ought not. For filthy lucre's sake. For filthy lucre's sake.
They learning off Creflo and them, because filthy lucre is talking about money. So they following Juanita Bonham and them. Go get that money, girl. Make the money. Don't let the money make you. You being prostituted in the goddamn job system. You get put over the man, you want to talk down to the brother. That's what we doing now?
Joe Smith's wife just did the same
You
thing.
see that? And I'm going to tell you something about that, man. I couldn't watch, because them brothers, and I used to like Cameron
and them.
I used to laugh at their show after I seen the disrespect.
That brother's dirty.
Hey, man.
He went at that man's wife on live, national TV.
Sometimes the old man come up in us. I want y'all to understand that. You brothers better get in order, man, because sometimes the old man, I'm telling you, remember, we still wild grapes. You might get your ass whooped.
We ain't got it all together yet.
We ain't got it all together yet. So y'all brothers better be careful, because you messing with people's life. Read.
Verse 12. One of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said the Cretians.
The what?
The Cretians.
Y'all see that? That's a derivative of Cretan. Or what?
The Cretians are always liars.
That's how you know.
They say always.
Always lying. Guess what? America is a Cretan nation. And you drank their wine. We drank their wine. They are liars. You read Deuteronomy 33:29. It tells you they always lie. They lied to you when they told you over the black man. They lied to you when they told you that you over the Hispanic man, the Native American man, the West Indian man, the remnant, the African man, the Ethiopian man. They lied to you, sisters, when they told you that. Oh, Pop's back to bring your ass up out of here.
Yeah.
We back. They're going to be mad at you, so what? Because half of them in America ain't going to make it anyway. Message.
That was heavy. Get 11 again. Because we talking about America has the sisters have drunk the wine, right? That's the moms we talking about. The sisters have drunk the wine, and it shows daily by the way you treat these so-called Israelite men. And I call them so-called because you don't look at them as the gods that they were created as. Read verse 11.
Titus 1, verse 11. Whose mouths must be stopped.
It say they mouths must be stopped. Like I said, you sisters, the way you treat your husbands and the way you treat the leadership, you've drunken that wine. And the Lord tells us to come against you and stop your mouth.
Yep.
Read Ezekiel 4:3.
Ezekiel 4, verse 3. Moreover, take thou unto thee an iron pan.
Nah, hold on. I want, you know what I want? Set your face against them daughters. What's that?
My fellow Americans, it's your president. We are at war. We must join with our allies in battle. They are being continuously attacked, calling all Americans to arms. Make your way towards the nearest military base to you. We have food and water for you and your family. Come and fight with us and fulfill your pledge to this country.
All right, yo.
Yo, we want it all. Babylon fall. Rule over dogs. See all of them crawl. Run us, get 'em. Run us, spread it. The anger.
Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
The anger of Christ is rich.
Ezekiel 14, verse 17. Likewise, thou son of man.
That's it.
Set thy face against the daughters of thy people, which prophesy out of their own heart, and prophesy thou against them.
That's what's happening right now. These sisters got to get put back in order.
Yeah.
You have to get put back in order so that, again, you show the reverence and the respect that the Most High deems us men to have.
Because you got sisters in the body. Or walk right by us, won't speak. Won't say nothing. I didn't got no husbands myself personally. Man, your wife just be walking by, don't say nothing to nobody, brother. Or your kids, we walking up the steps, your kids just walk down like we ain't here.
They want you to move to the side.
Move over, nigga.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Might bump you.
Might bump.
Might be some chest bumping up in the house.
Thinking they China,
like
brother,
they
in
just scored or
WWE.
something. Yeah.
You ain't China.
No.
China got our ass whooped too. Y'all sisters crazy, man. And I'm talking about sisters in D.C.
Facts.
I'll call you. Listen, back in the day, I'm a new man now. Thank you, Lord. About 4 years ago, I'd have called y'all. I darn sure would have called your husband now.
They need it.
But see, we can't go like that no more. We got a lot of Cretans in here that has risen up. Some of y'all from Baltimore, some of y'all from D.C. That's as far as I'm going to go. And if you got a problem with it, come see me, like Deacon say. All right, go back.
Titus 1, verse 11.
Uh-huh.
Whose
No,
mouths...
12. Go to 12.
Verse 12.
Uh-huh.
One of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said the Cretians are always liars.
Uh-huh.
Evil beasts.
Evil beasts.
Slow bellies.
Uh-huh.
This witness is true. Wherefore, rebuke them sharply.
Rebuke them sharply. Why? Get Ecclesiastes 7 and 26. And then we're going to get some videos. See, I like when we start on time. We can get through the class and enjoy ourselves and get full understanding. So these brothers can take this medicine at home and say, baby, you ain't going to talk to me like that no more.
Say it with your chest.
Say it with your,
Say it with
your
your
whole
chest.
chest. I am a man. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 7, verse 26.
Read.
And I find more bitter than death.
Uh-huh.
The woman.
The what?
The woman.
The woman.
Whose heart is snares and nets.
Her heart, her mind is a trap unto you. Understand these things. You brothers better pay attention.
Some simping going on.
A lot of simping going on. In fact,
go ahead.
We doing a movie on that about a lot of simping because sometimes you need to see it. Because you don't think you a simp. You got brothers coming in here, holding the babies up at the table.
Come on.
Wife know you up here dealing with the man. She dropped the baby off to you. I'm talking DC.
Come on.
That's what I'm talking about.
The shoe fit.
You got to get up and get your lunch. There's a lot of that going on. Your wife coming in here, head not wrapped all the way.
She give you the look. It's time to go, nigga.
The Jada Pickett look. You better come on. Y'all know that look. And now you mad at us. Because we like, brother, your wife looking at you. Now you want to slap me. I ain't Chris Rock. Ain't none of us like Chris Rock.
Hey.
Correct myself before I get a call. I'll be sitting back down again.
It's 2 steering wheels in the car. When you taking your driver's test, you look like you in control, and that's what's going on with a lot of our brothers at the school.
Get that one with the Lexus.
Yeah,
give me that. The woman is corrupted with Lexus mindset. She is a slave mindset, oppression mindset.
Bring that one up.
The one with the Lexus. Yeah. You can't. Yeah, here you go.
Now look, it's gas pedal and brake on both sides of the car. So it's not one person controlling this vehicle. That's how a lot of these marriages are. The man is the head. That's what the scriptures say. The man is the head. A lot of brothers look like they driving the car, but their wife got the gas and the brakes and the steering wheel on her side.
Definitely got it.
I'm just saying. Hope your car don't look like that.
A lot of cars looking like that. Hey, let me get the first image. Let's look at some of these boys that we got to get out of hell. Let's look at some of these. Because I'm not talking to you brothers in here because you brothers in here learning. We here to help out what? The unrighteous, the wicked. Let me get that first image. Let's look at some of these boys that we got to get up out of hell. Who know who this is just by looking at that? He a prominent figure. Get the second image. Y'all still don't know? They don't watch sports. Get the third one. Who that? That's Caleb Williams. Y'all see that? The boy painted his fingernails. Y'all think it's a game? Prominent figure. Out there in Hollywood, California, drinking the wine. Got other boys painting their nails. I'm telling you. Get Isaiah 3. No, we got that. Get 2 Ezra 5 and 8. Get 2nd Ezra 5 and 8 real quick. 2nd Ezra 5 and 8.
2nd Ezra 5, verse 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places.
Say that again.
There shall be a confusion also in many places.
Go ahead.
And the fire shall be off sent out again.
Go ahead.
And the wild beasts,
the woman,
shall change their places. And menstruous women shall bring forth monsters.
That's a monstrous act to teach men to paint their nails. Then he got the American flag on there. He got FU, Utah, and all this foolishness. You teach a man to be effeminate. You know where that started at? And I know you remember this. Back in the day, when you was a professional, they'd tell you to get put the clear nail polish on your nails. They used to say that was professional. That's where that foolishness started at, too. You getting pedicures and manicures. They ask you still, because I still go get pedicures and manicures. I got to get that. Got to get my feet right. I can't have no stinky feet now. Keep it real. But they say, you need some polish? No, I don't want no damn polish. Leave me alone with that. I don't want no polish. I'm telling you, that's what that did. That's where that started at. So y'all see that. Monstrous, read that again.
And menstruous women shall bring forth monsters.
Shall bring forth monsters. Give me that in Isaiah. Go ahead and get that. Just might as well get it. 3, 4 through 5. Get that first. I know y'all go straight to 12, but I want to show y'all something.
Isaiah 3, verse 4. And I will give children to be their princes, and babes shall rule over them.
Little boys. Your little husband child, your little husband's son rules over you. He effeminate. He's slapping you physically. He doing pranks, playing with mama like she a joke. Read.
And the people shall be oppressed.
And you oppress one of the what? Deuteronomy 28. One of the 4 characteristics of Deuteronomy 28. You're oppressed by your son or your daughter, but we're talking about the sons right now. Read.
Every one by another, and every one by his neighbor. The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient.
Why? Because he's disrespecting us. Now a sister coming in this truth, she got a kid with somebody else. He disrespectful. And now you coming to us, I need help. Brother, you should have known what you was dealing with when you dealt with it. That's what you sisters do when you don't follow God. You put a man in a situation. Now you got to choose between God and his wife. If he righteous, he going to choose God every time. And you're going to tell the wife, you better get yourself together. Let the hoe go.
That's the bishop said.
Y'all better get it together. Read.
And the base against the honorable.
Now go down to 12.
Verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors.
There you go. Children are their oppressors. Why? Because the woman has made the man effeminate. You got Saucy, what's his name? Saucy Santana. You got him up here threatening guys. Guys crying. That talk tough any other time. Now you crying. I'm scared to say something. I'm going to lose my money. What are you scared to say something for? What you scared of? You talk trash to anybody else. Now you scared to say something to him? They got power in this world. They ain't got no power. Read.
And women rule over them.
And what?
And women rule over them.
Because they rule their mindset. That's what that's talking about. The woman rules the son mindset. That's why you got so many effeminate man, emotional man, that if you look at him a certain way, he got something to say to you. He want to pull a gun out on you.
Yeah.
Because ain't no fighting no more. I hope you brothers know that. Don't be fighting nobody. Don't shoot nobody. Don't do none of that. Protect yourself, though. That's all I can tell you. Read.
O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err.
Cause thee to err. Now let's get some more errors. Let's get some more. I'm going to skip a couple things. Give me that first video. Let's look at these sports, because a lot of men get exploited in sports. So that's one of the characteristics. Colonialism, exploitation. Get the first video. I know we played a couple videos, but the one I say first video for. I'm going to show y'all about these sports, and I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I used to play sports. I used to play sports at Division I. I went to the Redskins. I done did all that foolishness. I done seen all the stuff. I know the guys that y'all look at. It's hell for them brothers. I'm telling y'all some real stuff. Get that first one.
I want you to purchase more ham and bacon. Now you may be asking yourself, what does this have to do with sports? Well, Miles Purchase, Tyler Moore, Tommy Hammond, and Caleb Bacon all play for the Iowa State Cyclones and sign NIL deals with the Iowa Pork Producers Association. Purchase more ham and bacon. Get it? Brilliant. All this came about when a dude on Twitter tweeted out a picture of ham and bacon standing next to each other. That caught the attention of Iowa Pork Producers President Trish Cook, who said, "After the ham and bacon photo went viral on social media, we knew we had to jump on this opportunity. Purchase more ham and bacon where each paid $1,000 in the deal, and $1,000 worth of pork will be donated to the food pantry of each player's choice." Iowa Pork will run a commercial on social media in October, which is National Pork Month, or as us connoisseurs call it, Porktober.
Y'all see this foolishness? Exploitation. But they think it's a game. Give me this in Ciroc, because I know they seen some Edomites. Ciroc 14 and, what's that, 5? Give me that, just in case.
Ciroc 14, verse 5.
Go ahead.
He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good?
Because they don't care to put their own people in there. They know they the devil. So yeah, I would say, yeah, put him in it, but we got to get that nigga in here. Because he got to push it to his people because they eat pork. So if he included in it, we give him $1,000, exploit him for a little bit of money, and we can keep the people in the midst of sin. Y'all see that? So you plan on the Sabbath day already. Now you promoting pork. Boy, you doing a lot of sinning, brother. Read.
He shall not take pleasure in his goods.
Y'all see that? Now go back to where we go back to the give me the second video. Let's get my boy. It's another one I like, but I gotta stop watching him now. He used to be funny too. Shannon Sharp and O.J. Cinco. They ain't funny.
Put the bad bug out on you, man.
It's foolishness. Show that. But we gotta watch this stuff to teach you. So that's why we watch it.
About you mentioned that, and that's one of the topics for the night.
Now,
and I tweeted you
I hope
earlier
y'all
today.
know. Now, the only reason why I know this is from this video, but I think this girl's a porn star, okay, or something like that. Go ahead and play it.
This is one of the topics for the night, and I tweeted you earlier today about her. I said, listen, what y'all think about this God-fearing woman who has herself aligned in the right places, being unionized with
Nah. I'm looking for a sinner.
Huh?
I'm looking for a sinner. I'm looking for a sinner. Send me Miss Nasty B. What her name was? Oh, what did you say? I would need an umbrella.
Miss Nasty B.
Yeah, I'm looking for. I don't want nobody walking in the straight and narrow.
No.
Nah. I want a sinner. That's what I'm looking for.
Think about you on that private jet with Yvonne, and y'all going over the word. Going on to your next destination, y'all having prayer and Bible study together. You need a woman like that in your life.
Yeah, give me Miss Nasty B. I have the Bible right there by my bed. Lord, forgive me for what I'm about to do.
It's a Cretan.
Y'all see that? A Cretan.
That's a Christian. I know he got some crosses on his chains. I know he pay his tithes and offerings. The man's vulgar. He just told you what he wants. That's
Exactly.
Christianity. I can do what I want, and you heard him throw it out there. Lord, forgive me.
People proud to sin.
That's a Cretan.
That's an Esau mindset that was put on a man of the Lord. Because his father wasn't in his life. His mama raised him and his grandmother down in Alabama. Raised him to say what Esau accepts and think is cool, you do that too. Give me that in Psalms 10 real quick, 1 through 4. Y'all getting some history today. We getting some understanding today. Read it.
Psalms 10, verse 1. Why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor.
Y'all see that? The wicked in his pride, that Esau mindset. He being wicked. That's what's going on. He didn't took on Esau characteristic. You a chocolate-covered Edomite. That's what you are, because we understand the wicked is Esau. They're the border of wickedness. But that's what you took on. Read.
Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Now, by the way, poor is talking about us. That's in Isaiah 14 and 32, but go ahead.
For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire.
He does what?
Boasteth of his heart's desire.
Go ahead.
And blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth.
The Lord hate what that brother just did. Millions of people follow him. He got 2 channels. He got, what is it, Shay something. It's like millions of followers, and this one just got like another 250. So he got a lot of people, Club Shay. And it's a lot of people that watch and follow this foolishness. And they're going to follow that. It's okay to sin. I'd rather mess, because the girl was a porn girl, and she was happy that he was talking about her. That was a reaction video. That's what mama and them raised. Read.
The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after God. God is not in all his thoughts.
God is not in all his thoughts. But guess what? Give me that in Nehemiah 9:27. The saviors are back, brothers. The saviors are back, sisters. We understand you sisters messed up, but it's y'all sisters' job now that's in here with us to teach the younger sisters, like Titus tell you to do, Titus 2. It's y'all job now to teach them. Sister, that's wrong. Y'all remember we watched Big Mama earlier? That's what y'all supposed to do. Sis, what you mean you 30 and you ain't married and you still having sex? The Bible said you a hoe. And that's what I'm going to call you. God said you a hoe, you a hoe.
Shame on you.
Read.
Nehemiah 9, verse 27. Therefore thou deliverest them into the hand of their enemies, who vexed them.
Who did what?
Who vexed them. And in the time of their trouble, when they cried unto thee, thou heardest them from heaven. And according to thy manifold mercies, thou gavest them saviors.
We are those saviors that speak, thus saith the Lord. We are to stand strong in this truth. Us men that's in here right now, we got to get these other kids, because that's what they are, or the Bible calls them babes. We got to take them up out of hell. We are the men. We are the fathers. That's our job. That's how important it is for us. That's why we got to study every day. That's why we can't have evil communication corrupting a good manner. Was that it?
Thou gavest them saviors who saved them out of the hand of their enemies.
Okay, now, this third video. Mama, when y'all raise these boys to be simps and emotional, some of them put hands on the women. And they kill women, then they kill the children, and then they go to Mama, help me. And Mama said, my baby wouldn't do that.
Not my baby.
But Tyrone in there, show Tyrone real quick. This is what your baby in there doing when he deal with the Edomite, 0 to 1.
October of 2018, Tyrone Johnson called 911
Because
from
I
his
guarantee
Tampa Bay,
he was
Florida
raised
home.
by his mother.
He claimed that he had been attacked by his girlfriend, Stephanie Willis, and he had to defend himself. When the police arrived on scene, not only did they find Stephanie's body, they also found the body of her son, Ricky, as well.
And so I'll move your cuffs to the front, all right? Yeah.
Keep saying, don't be crying out,
You
Tyrone.
stand on one leg by yourself? Are you sure you're okay? All right. This is what's gonna happen, all right? I'm gonna take your left hand out, put it on top of your head for me. That's it, right, move on top. Right in front. Yeah, just have a seat, man. Go ahead and have a seat. You're good. You're good. There you go.
Now, y'all see how he acting? He wasn't acting like that when he was beating on her.
Nah, he wasn't.
When he put hands on the little boy and killed him. When he killed the woman because he wanted to be emotional. But it goes back to you sisters. Y'all can't be talking to men any kind of way, especially when you know he's emotional. You will lose your life. You remember that video when the sister, what did she say? The cops came to the house. If y'all tell me if y'all remember, the cops came to the house and said, look, you need to leave this house. The guy said, I'm going to kill you if you keep messing with me. It was not too long ago. He killed her. But now Tyrone up here crying. Because now you about to go deal with them thugs. Right. Go to 155, yeah. Let's get some more. Tyrone about to kill himself because he's scared. Go to 155. A lot of Tyrones out here too. Call Tyrone.
Just breathe in through your nose. There you go. There you go. There you go. Just breathe in.
You think he was
Before
doing
asking
that?
Tyrone any questions
He wasn't
about the
doing that when he
incident,
beating on them.
they want to make sure he understands what is happening. To do this, they will begin asking basic questions to see how he answers.
What? I'm 42. 42? Okay. Okay. Tyrone, let's bring it down, okay? Let's just bring it down for a second. All right? You said you were in the Marines? Yeah? Okay. How long were you in the Marines?
Pause that.
10 years?
Y'all see how Esau don't give a crap about him.
At all.
I don't care if you about to kill yourself acting like you can't breathe. How long you been in the Marines?
I just need you to admit you did this murder. That's it.
Because I know you crazy because you was in the Marine. That's what they thinking. Play it, Tyrone.
Okay.
You about to die.
Okay.
This is crazy.
What do you do for a living, Tyrone?
I was homeless, sir.
Say again?
I was homeless.
You were homeless?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you homeless right now, or were you? I couldn't understand.
good.
I'm sorry, man.
He ain't homeless no more. Why?
He real docile with the slave master in front of him.
Look at what Tyrone doing. Give me the fourth video. He ain't homeless no more. Now look what he got to do for the rest of his life. Y'all, hey, listen. This is the results of mama putting the boys in hell. And these the boys we got to get out. What he say? I'm 42. We got to get these 42-year-old man out of hell. That mama put in there. Go ahead. Look what Tyrone doing now.
That nigga hungry, ain't got nothing to eat. In prison. You don't give a fuck where the food come from, as long as you get it.
You trying to get that.
You know, his best penitentiary shit. Dang.
You trying to get that. You wrote this, man.
All right. Y'all know what that is? Oppression. Slavery, oppression. Identity theft, colonialism. You fit the curses, brother. Isaiah 42.
See, the sisters raising cretins.
They raising cretins. All these Christians out here, liars.
That's what welfare do.
That's exactly what it do.
Because the man can't be in the house.
No. Get that. 22, yes, sir.
Isaiah 42, verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all
robbed
of them.
of what? Because we lost our identity. Go ahead.
They are all of them snared in holes.
Snared in what?
Snared in holes.
In them prison holes. Guess what? You blacks and Hispanics are the ones that's in there. We the ones that's in there. For anything from child support to rape. What else they doing? Stealing, pranking people,
Carjacking. The carjacking is going crazy
it's
right
all
now.
the way to a new level.
12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds just got killed 2 weeks ago.
The stuff is crazy.
Carjacking.
Read.
And they are hid in prison houses.
And they're hid where?
In prison houses.
Prison houses. That's oppression. That's the curse. Psalms 10 and 9.
Psalms 10, verse 9. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor.
Remember, that's us. He's sitting there waiting to catch you slipping. We up here, we see these rails or these reels, whatever they call them, and they doing the cops, and they say, well, the law such and such say I don't have to roll my window. Nigga, that ain't for you.
Right.
That ain't for you. You can't talk to them like that.
You're not even a citizen over here.
You ain't.
You a denizen.
But mama said, you my king, you my baby. You ain't got to listen to that man that's telling you what to do.
You ain't got to go over your father's house if you don't want to.
You don't have to. Don't let your father put his hands on you. Let me know. I'll take care of it. Because I'll put him back on child support.
That's it.
Or I'm going to add more child support. Or I'm going to say he touched you.
And the sisters, like I said, we not getting on you, we not picking on you, but there's some things in our community that's broken that have to be addressed. Single motherhood is one of them. Real quick, officer, if I may, can we get that? I think it's a TikTok reel or a YouTube short. Yeah,
it's one of the ones he had posted. All praises. This stuff need to be said.
The statistics from a single mother household versus a single father household, totally different. Totally different. The children that are raised by a single father do much, much better in life. Go ahead and play it.
That's very true.
These are
the worst
short
parenting
statistics.
Situation a kid can never find themselves is with a single mother. Let me explain. Kids from this setup are 5 times more likely to commit suicide. They are 9 times more likely to drop out of high school. They're 10 times more likely to abuse chemical substances. They are 20 times more likely to end up in prison. They're 30 times more likely to run away from home. Do you want to know who else agrees with these statistics? Former US President Barack Obama. He says kids from these setups are more likely to have behavioral problems and to become teenage parents themselves.
The cycle repeats itself.
Dang.
And I'm telling you, it's a vicious cycle. And the women have drunken the wine and think that they don't need righteous men in the home to raise these kids. And what we're seeing, what you see on the news every day, all of those statistics, it's a result of that. We've become that back to that degenerative vine.
Yep.
That wild grape.
That's exactly what it is. Get Psalms 10 and 9. Psalms 10 and 9.
Psalms 10, verse 9.
Uh-huh.
He lieth in wait secretly.
No, we already got that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let's get the 5th video. And I'm getting this because y'all remember when the guy broke into LL house? He beat him up. He did all this and that. Y'all remember that? Mm-hmm. Beat him up bad. How do you allow, and I ain't saying we physically got to do nothing to nobody, but how do you allow and don't stand up for your people on national TV and get treated as a child, get spit on? Show this clip.
Is it true you didn't get paid to be on the Jackson?
I did it as a favor, you know.
So Michael Jackson rings up and says, Eddie, you're the best guitarist in the world. Can you play on my song Beat It? It's a smash hit around the world, and you get $0.
Well, I didn't ask for anything. It was about 20 minutes out of my life. Quincy had called me up and asked me if I wanted to do it. And honest to God truth, the band's policy was, you know, we don't do things outside of the band at the time. And everybody's out of town, so I had no one to ask. And I swear to God, I figured, who's going to know if I play on this Black Kid's record? But the funniest thing of all was I actually rearranged the song. The second they wanted me to solo
Did y'all
over.
catch that? Play on this Black Kid record. He laughing like it's fun. You just cooning and laughing. This Black Kid record. Y'all see how we... That's why they won't have the Israelites on nothing. Because we going to check them off rip. Like, man, say that again, you demon. Say that again. One more time. And we're going to cuss them out righteously. Y'all understand that? What happened to this? Now, I know we can't play the whole thing. I don't want to get us cut. But what happened to this guy? 6th video. What happened to this guy? Go ahead and start.
Come on, man. And with the what happened to that? ABC News, LL Cool J with a triumphant comeback.
Y'all remember this song?
But tonight, don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I'm rocking my pants, putting suckers in fear, making the tears rain down like a monsoon.
Suckers is that means black suckers.
Yeah, that's what he talking about.
I'm talking about the black man I'll put in fear, not you, massa.
Play it. That's good. What happened to that? Where'd that go? What happened to that guy? He didn't drink the wine.
That's it.
That's what happened to him.
That's it.
What does it mean to be a man? That's the question. What does it mean to be a man? Let's get that in Kings. What's the difference between a man of God and a boy? I'm going to tell you. The man of God has been created in the image of God and Christ himself, and he followed God's laws. Now you men know your worth. Show your wife, your mama, your sister, the women, that you've been risen up from hell. That's what y'all got to start doing. Show them that you got men that have y'all back. Show them who you are. Get what a man is.
1 Kings 2, verse 2.
Uh-huh.
I go the way of all the earth.
I go what?
I go the way of all the
verse
earth.
1.
Verse 1. Now the days of David drew nigh, that he should die. And he charged Solomon his son.
He knew he was about to die.
Saying, I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong therefore, and show thyself a man.
Keep going.
And keep the charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments.
Yep.
And his judgments and his testimonies.
Go ahead.
As it is written in the law of Moses.
In the law of Moses.
That thou mayest prosper in all that thou doest, and whithersoever thou turnest thyself.
What is that prosperity? That you can reach down into hell and bring him up out with you. That's the prosperity. That's what we got to do. We got brothers been here for what, 3 weeks to a month. Our job is to keep them here and to teach them and to show them the trials and tribulations that's about to come. We are to deal with these men, show them who they are. Because if y'all married, one of y'all deal with women, we got to teach you those things. You don't know that, but you learn it. You here, so our job is to teach you that you're not supposed to do that, brother. That's right. To bring you up out of hell. That's what our job is to do. Now, I didn't know that you was going to be here, but once you learn who you are, give me the 7th video. Don't fall for this, brother. Don't fall for this. Give me that 7th video.
That sock. I'm not throwing away a motherfucking thing, dog. That's your favorite sock. Why would I do that? Then it'll be some motherfucking shit. Cause you ain't gotta worry about me calling no more. I just need you to come get your shit. Please come get this sock. And I tell you one thing, if you don't come get this motherfucking sock, I will bring it to you. I don't want you to come up over here.
It's one
I
sock.
don't just want you to come, no motherfucker. Please don't.
You realize who you are now.
Please don't. But come get your sock. Please come get this sock out my house. I'm tired of looking at it. Just come get your sock, please. If you don't come get this sock, I'm coming over there. I am. Nigga, I ain't about to no motherfucking cry because I'm getting mad because I want you to come get your motherfucking shit out my house, dog. Man, just come get the sock, please.
Oh, praises. You men have become men now. Don't fall for the foolishness these women's gonna bring to y'all, because it's coming. Don't be that brother. And she's singing, you back there singing. Don't be that brother, man. Give me Zachariah. You had something? That joke was funny to me. Listen, brothers, your history don't start in the 1400s. You didn't start as a slave. Okay? You come from somebody. These last few minutes, I'm going to show you. You come from somebody. You are special. We're going to bring you up out of hell. Brothers and sisters that's listening, these men are special. We're going to bring them up out of hell. Our bishops have taught us. Our deacons, our captains, the officers. We're going to bring these men up out of hell, whether you like it or not. And guess what? You ain't got to be with them. Understand that. Give me Zechariah. Your history does not stop there. 12 and 7. We raising up a kingdom of priests around here. We ain't got time to play with y'all sisters no more. Either you going to be on this train or you going to be on throw mama for the train. Which one you going to be on?
Zechariah 12, verse 7. The Lord also shall save the tents of Judah first.
Save who?
The tents of Judah first.
So understand, you so-called African-American man. You ain't a piece of shit like they tell you. You might be working on a trash truck. You might be a janitor and call yourself a building engineer.
That's right.
You might be that. And the sister might have all these jobs, but you a king. And God called you first. Understand that thing, right? Read.
That the glory of the house of David.
That what?
That the glory of the house of David.
Because that's where we come from. The same lineage as Christ. That's our glory. Read.
And the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
Talking about Levi, Benjamin, and them. Go ahead.
Do not magnify themselves against Judah.
That's how special you are. You was called first. So you might be looked down at. You might have made signs back in the 60s to say I'm a man. We ain't got to make those signs no more. We walk like Christ. We talk like Christ. We look like Christ. Don't let nobody put you down. So when you get up in the morning and you're tired and you got to go to this job and people talking to you crazy, just remember, you got God's word. You know you ain't no wild grape. When a woman look at you crazy, talk to you crazy, just remember, you got God's word. Remember that. And she don't know who she talking to. And we going to prove it.
You got to know that you are the man of the Lord. Look, get 2 Ezra 14 real
All
quick.
praises. Get that.
14 and 13. You got to understand who you are. Because I know, and y'all done all heard, a person only going to do to you what you what? What you let them.
Yep.
Right? So a lot of the stuff that y'all going through with y'all wives and these sisters is self-inflicted wounds. They only doing it because you letting them do it. You got to stand up and be a man. Get that?
2 Ezra 14, verse 13.
Read.
Now therefore, set thine house in order.
Do what?
Set thine house in order.
It says, set thine house in order. Read.
And reprove thy people.
Reprove thy people. Before you can go out on the street and become that mighty teacher, before you can be the man sitting at the table and you want to be known for all of that, get your own house in order.
Right.
Read it again.
Now therefore set thine house in order, and reprove thy people. Comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption.
So when you setting your own house in order, it starts at home. First, you got to get you together. You can't be in the house telling your wife she out of order and she following your lead and you out of order.
Right.
So first, you got to work on you. Then it starts directly in your house. You got to set that woman in order. The Most High can't use you if you walking around, oh, yellow makes me sad. She won't listen. You got to command your house. Get that. Genesis 18.
And I go with you brothers dealing with the leadership, man. I'm gonna tell y'all straight. The woman looking at that go with that too.
Genesis 18 verse 19. For I know him, that he will command his children and his household.
He said I know him without a shadow of a doubt. I know what Abraham gonna do. He's gonna do what?
That he will command his children and his household after him, and they shall keep the way of the Lord.
So by him setting his household in order, he's instructing his wife. He's instructing his kids. They're going to keep the ways of the Lord. Read.
To do justice and judgment, that the Lord may bring upon Abraham that which he hath spoken of him.
Now, look up the word command. Look up the word command, because we think we know what these things mean, but look up the word command. And then we got to ask ourselves, are we commanding our households?
Command, to give an authoritative order.
To give an authoritative order. Read the second definition.
Dominate.
Dominate.
From a superior height.
The man is superior in the marriage. There's no way around that. It's nothing we can do to soften that. It is what it is. The Most High God said the man is the head of the house.
Right.
Simple as that. That's nothing we should shy away from. A woman wants to feel protected. A woman wants guidance. Believe it or not, because if you acting soft in the house, she going to keep you around to pay the bills. She going to have somebody on the side that's commanding her.
Yep.
I've seen it plenty of times. Read it again.
Command. Give an authoritative order. Dominate from a superior height.
Let me see some of the synonyms.
Order. Be in charge of. To be in command of. Have charge of. Have control of. Be the leader of.
Be the leader of.
Be the boss of. Preside over. Be in authority over.
Be in authority over. You can't be in authority and you in the house asking for permission. You think it's okay if I go out with the brothers? How you in control? How does that make sense? You asking for permission. You asking questions in the house instead of making statements. And don't get it twisted. I'm not telling you to be a lion in the house, but clearly the Most High God said you ought to command your house. Most brothers say, "Oh yeah, I humbled her." Let's look up the word humble. Brothers think because they had sex with their wife, oh, I humbled.
Yeah.
Let's see what the definition of humble is.
Humble. Lower someone in dignity or importance.
Now, don't get lost in that. Look at the synonyms. Sometimes the synonyms make it more clear for you.
Yep.
Give me. Let me see. Go down. That's what I want.
Synonyms. Humiliate.
Nope. Go ahead.
Belittle, lower, debase.
We don't want none of them. Read.
Bring down, bring low.
Nope.
Mortify, shame.
The woman's supposed to be what?
Shamefaced.
Woman's supposed to be shamefaced.
Mm-hmm.
So don't get caught up in Esau's words like, oh, nah, that he telling them to treat us like dogs. Nope. Keep reading.
Shame, abash, subdue.
Subdue. That's the one you want.
Right.
Subdue. When you subdue something, you have to get it under control. Most of our women have been raised by single women. Now I'm going to ask the sisters that are here, how many of you were raised by single moms? Okay. How many of you were raised by Israelite moms? You lucky, sis. You lucky. Mm-hmm. That's not common, which means most of our sisters have been raised according to Babylonian customs, where we come up thinking it's supposed to be 50-50. It's okay for the wife to fuss and go back and forth with the husband. That's what we've seen. I know I grew up with it. If it wasn't in my house, when I went to my buddy's house, I saw it there. You couldn't get away from it. So you got to subdue men and bring unto subjection that mindset. And that's what us men got to do with our wives and these sisters. You got to humble them, subdue them. And it's not just talking about sex. Their mind's supposed to come your mind. Two spirits become one what? One flesh.
Right.
She's supposed to have your mind, brothers. That's all I wanted.
And as Joe Clark said, contrary to popular belief, I am the head nigga in charge.
Message.
Get this real quick. Hosea 6. And when y'all go home, think about these things. Meditate on these things. We got a good 3 minutes to show y'all this. Read it. Start with verse 1.
Hosea 6, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
Come and let us return unto the Lord.
We have returned unto the Lord, brothers. You have returned to who you are. God is using you in these times. Read.
For he hath torn, and he will heal us.
Uh-huh.
He hath smitten, and he will bind us up.
Watch this.
After 2 days,
that's 2,000 years. Go ahead.
Will he revive us?
That already happened. Read.
In the third day,
3,000 years.
He will raise us up.
That's what's happening right now, brothers. You're being risen up right now. Read.
And we shall live in his sight.
And we shall live in his sight. Watch this. Genesis 1. 1:26, real quick.
Genesis 1, verse 26.
You meditate on this scriptures. Go ahead.
And God said, let us make man in our image.
Who is the us? That's Christ and God, the Most High God. Let us make who?
Let us make man in our image.
That's talking about you, brothers. You was made in God's image. Read.
After our likeness.
After what?
Our likeness.
It wasn't the angels with Christ. It was the Most High God in Christ. Read.
And let them have dominion over the fish of the sea.
That means what? You are over everything. We are returning back to those things. We are going back to paradise. Right. Y'all got to understand this thing. Read Genesis 2:7.
Genesis 2, verse 7.
And by the way, the woman was made in whose image? The man's image. Understand that. So she ain't no God. You are the God. Read.
And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground.
He did what?
Formed man of the dust of the ground.
And we're about to end, but just to let you know, that's talking about Adam. Y'all understand that, right? God formed Adam. Okay? That's heavy. You get it, you get it. If you don't, it's for another time. With that, you, as Joe Clark say, are the head nigga in charge. Shalom.
Shalom, family. Most High Christ bless.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time. And finally, my brother, be strong.